Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, the kicker. Andres Bordayalis has the ball on the tee. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Seattle.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Once again, it's Walker. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They run with Walker, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Darnold now to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you could start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Throwing on third down is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's Walker, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. As we are ready to get back underway. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Connects with Pup on the slant. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. So that's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 20.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9. Now Darnold. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up fourth down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. So they come up with first and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Med. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Here's second and 2. Douglas in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. May to the air once more. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Darnold. Now he'll run it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw again is Darnold. To the goal line and in. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown Seahawks.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Patriots nothing.
Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's May. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with May. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 30.
A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Oh! And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
First down, New England.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And now it's fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Pats are finally on the board. It's 17-3. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
34-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Patriots are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. First and 10. play fake. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6. And the Seahawks.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll go play action with Darnold. That one to Zach Charbonnet. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Second and inches. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big...
And he's into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks extend to a 24-3 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances?
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Packs' first down. Gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on that 4th and long.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call.
And he's in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point is up and through. And the Pats are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is May. That is incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
May to throw on 2nd down. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake, it's May. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. 2nd and 5. To throw again is May. That one complete to Holly. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's May again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And the Seahawks have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.